All right, Dylan. So we are here today with a story from News ELA, and it's about a boy who makes a business in turning skateboards from old skateboards into new ones. So what I want us to do is we're going to do a little bit of vocabulary work to start. What we're going to do is we're going to read through this article, and I want you to kind of see if there are words that you don't know or you don't know the definition for, okay? Once you come across a word that maybe you're not understanding or you don't know how to pronounce or that you don't know how to say, I want you to highlight that word. And then what we'll do is we'll go back and we're going to take a look at, I'm going to teach you what I do when I don't know a word. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is I want you to read the first section to the first heading, or to the second heading, and then if you find any words you don't know, let's highlight them, and then you and I will talk about them, okay?
So from right here to right here?
So right here to right there.
From right here, from the first heading down to the other side?
Yep, the first intro paragraph, then the heading to the next one. Does that sound good? And I'll give you that highlighter there.
With the support of his mother, Carrie, and his father...
You can read it on your own if you want. You don't have to read out loud this time, sorry. You don't have to read out loud. So you just read it and highlight any words that you don't know or you're not quite sure about, okay? Okay, so I saw that you highlighted two, right? So let's look at the first one on the first page. You said it is this one here.
Refined.
Refined, okay? So what we can do, or there are two options. You can look in a dictionary for what the word is, or since you guys have technology, we can look on technology. So I could just go to a dictionary site, okay? And so I looked up refined. Now, sometimes words have more than one meaning, so we have to figure out which one's going to fit, okay? Refined. This one says, with impurities or unwanted elements having been removed or processed.
I feel like that could be some of it because it says like with which he refined by trial and error. So it's like if the parts will fit or if it's like not good enough or something like that.
Perfect. So it also means developed or improved on. Does that make sense too?
Yeah, some trial and error. Yeah, because he tried. Yeah.
Okay. So before you said your previous practices were to try to figure out a word that would fit, or just to kind of mumble through it and keep going. So really important that we always make sure we stop and look up vocabulary words, okay? Let's look up that second one. Okay, I did the same thing.
I don't even know how to say it. Is it tarpaulin?
So really cool. On the dictionary on the web, it also shows it too. So you can see it tells you exactly how to say it as well. Tarpaulin.
Tarpaulin?
Yep. And so here are the two options. One is a heavy-duty waterproof cloth or a sailor's hat. So which one do you think would fit?
It's got to be a cloth because it says right here, riding a skateboard on a plastic or cloth tarpaulin sheet or tarpaulin.
That's all right. You did it right. Yep.
Sheet and it held the shape of a curve.
Awesome. Yep. So I would say it would be number one as well. A heavy-duty waterproof cloth originally of tarred canvas. I think that one would totally fit. So let's go through and read the next paragraph too, and then I want you to highlight and see if there's any other keywords or vocabulary words that maybe you don't know, okay?
Okay. So that's from this one to this one?
Yep.
Okay. Like for this one, it says like street beds. Like I don't know what that is, but it says it's like a brand. So like, would I highlight that or not?
Well, we could definitely look it up. So if
Okay.
you're not sure what it is, if it's something that like vocabulary is anything that really doesn't make sense to you, or you know what I mean, you know that there's a capital letter, so you know it's probably a brand. But we could
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
one of the things we have technology so easily, we could definitely look it up. Okay,
Okay.
that's a good question.
I got it down, but is that innovative? I don't know if it is. Is it innovative?
It is innovative. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what innovative is?
I've heard of it. I can't remember what it means. though.
Perfect. Okay, so let's talk about it. So the first one you wanted to look up was the Street Tubes. You knew it was a brand, so it says it's a brand name, but you wanted to know what it is. So
Yeah.
Street Tubes allows players to feel as though they are surfing in the street by using a wind to stimulate a giant blue sail into the ocean that skateboarders skate on, so they feel as though they're surfing in the ocean. So here, there are a couple of images that go with it as well, so you can kind of make a picture in your mind.
Oh.
So it's just basically
Like a wave.
like a wave that they kind of hold on to. Yep.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I get it. Oh.
Yeah. And then you wanted to know what innovative is. So let's type that into the definition. Whoops. Oh my. Innovative. Okay. So innovative is introducing new ideas, original ideas, and creative thinking. Does that make sense?
There is an awesome design. Van Doren said how innovative he is. So I mean, yeah, because of like how the ideas and stuff go together. Because it says what an awesome design, and design's like an idea, kind of.
Right. I like how you actually reread that too, because that's usually what I do when I don't know a word and I look it up to kind of figure it out. Then I also reread it so it makes sense to me. Yeah, and make sure I'm picking the right definition
Yeah.
too. Good. Okay, let's move on to our next part, okay?
Cool.
So the next part we're going to do is we're going to think about the main idea, okay? And what I did was you said that in class they don't really give you very many tools on on how to make notes or collect your ideas. You told me that you talk a lot in small groups at school, and you just kind of have to talk about what you read in your story.
Yeah.
So this is a concept map, and this concept map kind of helps you think of your main idea, and then also helps you get some points to talk about with your small group, okay? So here's what I want us to do. I want us to go back to the beginning, and I want us to read through this again, now that we have all of our vocabulary terms. And I want us to think about what's the overall main idea of this story, and then what are some supporting details that would help you speak about your topic, okay? So you want to go ahead
So
and...
like, just be like, what's the theme of the story, and then like supporting details of it.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
theme, yep, and you and I will do this first
Yeah.
one together so we can practice it together, okay?
Okay.
We're going to write the main idea in the center, what do we think, and then what supports that main idea? What does
Okay.
the author talk about
Yeah.
that helps support that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and read it, and then we'll fill out this first
Okay.
one together,
Should I
okay?
read it out loud or
What do you think you want to do? Would you rather read in your own? or
probably in my head?
Okay, go ahead and read in your head then.
Should I just read it all the way down to the here?
Read it, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's probably like he wants to make a different kind of skateboard, I had one, but I can't remember it.
Okay, so let's think about what's the overall arching idea that they're kind of teaching us about in this story.
How it reshapes the decks, or like the decks of a skateboard, I
Yep.
guess.
So then we also want to use the person who was actually doing it. What was? Do you remember what his name was?
His name was Carson.
Okay. So we can put, and then his last name was that Kraloff. So we're gonna put.
Yeah.
So in the center is where we put that main idea. So it'd be Carson Kraloff. Okay. And then what do we think his main idea is? He what?
He wants to probably change skateboarding, or not change skateboarding. He wants to, because if he wanted to change skateboarding, he wanted to probably get rid of it and make a whole new thing. But he doesn't want to get rid of it. He wants to make new decks for.
Right. So he wanted. How about the word redesign?
Yeah, redesign.
How about that word?
decks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Carson Kraloff redesigned small skateboards. And do you remember what the brand was called?
But was it the Buddies or the? I can't remember if it was it the Street Buds. Was that what it was?
That
called?
was the one his parents created, and he created his own small business from those. So he redesigned the small skateboards called. If you look on, let's look right here. Okay, they're called this right here.
Oh, the locker. Oh, yeah, it says locker board right there. Yeah, the
Yep,
locker board.
called Locker Board. So what do you think about this main idea? So here's what we have as our main idea. Carson Kraloff redesigned small skateboards called Locker Boards. Now, can we think about what would be, so if we're thinking of the concept, our main idea is this. What were the key things that the author put in there to support this?
That, hold on, I'm trying to think if it was everybody or, a lot of, it was somebody in his, all the kids at the Shore Cliffs Middle School wanted one.
Okay.
Wanted one of the locker boards.
Okay. Students showed a need
Yeah, I guess.
or a want.
Yeah.
Okay, do you notice I'm writing that here in this top bubble? So our
Yeah.
supporting idea, or our main idea is in the center, and then these are the ones. Students showed a
Yeah.
need or a want for smaller boards. Okay. What else would be a supporting idea? Created, should we put that, it was created off his parents' brand?
Yeah.
What was his parents' brand?
Called Street Buds. I'm trying to think of why did he put the tarpaulin in? Buy them for start their own business. Carson, taking a cue from his mother, created. Oh, was it their parents that created the tarpaulin thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Okay. So should we put that something in there about that too?
Yeah, because he's the tarpaulin. He probably wanted to, because of I don't know. Yeah.
So the tarpaulin was used.
With the locker board.
Yep. To create create the wave effect.
Yeah, wave effect. And then there was one. It was 20.
I like how we use that vocabulary word. Aren't you glad we stopped to read it? Because usually you said you would stop and mumble through it, or you would skip it or whatever. And so aren't you glad that we stopped and used that one? Awesome. So can we think of maybe one more, because to fill out this concept map here, one more supporting
I've got
detail.
one. It's he offered each reshaped deck with a repainted bottom for $20 as a member of a family who started their own business.
Okay.
So he started it with $20, and I'm sure he got a good amount of money off of it because everybody in his middle school wanted one. So just looking off of how many people are in my middle school, that would be a lot of money.
It would be. It's a good connection that you made. Awesome. All right, let's